All right, up next is a vehicle that is near and dear to my heart. We're going to be talking about the GMC Yukon and Yukon XL. And of course, if we're looking for those, we're going to want to check them out at Chevrolet Buick GMC of Attleboro in Massachusetts. The GMC Yukon has been with us for a very long time, and its brother, the Chevrolet Suburban, is actually one of maybe even the oldest and longest running vehicles that has been around in the automotive sphere here in the United States. I've always really loved the GMC Yukon. I have many great memories of parents, friends having these and them going very long distances. Nothing really beats a Yukon or a Suburban for doing long trips with lots of people and lots of things. They're just the best. And the new one's no different. I think the new styling's fantastic, especially on the off-roady ones. Off-roady, that's a technical term. Seats up to 8. They start in the mid-60s. I've just always really liked these vehicles. So they come standard with the 5.3 liter V8 engine, which is great. It sounds awesome. It's been with us for a very long time, and it's super reliable. The elevation here, they're about $68,000, 10-speaker Bose, high-definition surround vision, 20-inch machined wheels, 10-speed automatic transmission, heated driver and front passenger seats with a heated steering wheel. And as you move up to the AT4, this is your more off-roady of the vehicles. As you can see here for the approach angle, it's got a different front end. This is my personal favorite front end of the Tahoe's Yukon Suburbans as they do them. I love this front end. It's got these tow hooks, it's got a different grille, and when you see them on the street, they just look super menacing and purposeful, which I love. 20-inch wheels on those. It's got the high approach angle with the front skid plate, like I mentioned. The magnetic ride control suspension, if you've ever driven that. General Motors developed that and actually licensed the technology to our friends at Ferrari. Yes, General Motors did that first. And that's why Ferraris have something called a bumpy road button. One great thing you can get with the new ones, I'm a huge fan of the 3-liter turbo diesel engine that comes in these. It's really efficient, it's really refined, it's really quiet. If you're gonna go long distances, I don't know if you can do it better than an AT4 with the Duramax 3-liter magnetic ride control. It is just made for covering miles with lots of people and lots of things, or just yourself. We have the AT4 Ultimate. That bumps you up to the 6.2-liter V8 engine, which has an awesome growl, 4-corner air ride, adaptive suspension, so you can adjust that up and down. And it just comes with pretty much everything. And it has available night vision, which is really neat. Then, of course, we're all familiar with the Denali and the Denali Ultimate. You know, the GMC Denali name is synonymous with quality and just niceness and big comfy leather seats and every option you can get. This has, so the Denali Ultimate is the one that's got everything. It's got like a totally crazy different interior, and crazy in a good way, of course. It's got Super Cruise, which is hands-free driving, exclusive 24-inch wheels. It's got woodland mahogany, full grain leather seating surfaces, 16-way power seats with massage. The second row has executive seating, and the second row is even heated and ventilated, and then the head restraints have speakers, and you can also get the night vision. Now the Yukon you can get in a bunch of different colors. Now this is the Denali, and oh, I love these wheels on this. Now I'm not usually for bigger wheels on SUVs, as you know, when I say with the ride and everything, but with either the air suspension or the magnetic ride control, you would be amazed at how well this big vehicle rides, and kind of does really well on a back road because of the way GMC has just been engineering it. So huge fan of those, a lot of great colors. The interior has more features than you could ever count. We have our large screen here, our Prindle, as we call it, park, reverse, neutral, drive, low. On your right, fully digital screen, all of your controls on the steering wheel. If you've ever driven this, it is like, if you think of like 70s Cadillacs, they just float down the road effortlessly, and you just want to drive them more and more and more. That's why I've always been a huge fan of the Yukons and Suburbans. And the Yukon is just slightly more upscale, and then you go to the Ultimate. I mean, it has every option, and the interior is just out of this world. This is completely comparable to like a full-size Range Rover. I mean, the materials they have in the new ones are like, it just keeps getting better and better. They really stepped up when they came out with the new one here. It's got a power sliding center console. You can get up to 22 speakers in your stereo, panoramic roof, premium Bose sound system, all of the goodies. And of course, it's packed with technology. And Motor Trend said it's got some of the best tech from 2025. It's got that available Super Cruise. If you've ever used it in a Cadillac or a General Motors vehicle, it's one of the best hands-free systems out there. So if we go down here, remember we were talking about that night vision? It can actually alert you of pedestrians and large animals directly ahead of you, which, that's really fantastic. That's a first for GMC in their vehicles. Then we have our optional rear display, and down here, there's a little digital display. How about that? I really like these. I like the styling. Personally, I know if you want to go long distances, you should do the XL, which is a little longer, but I like the kind of this. They've really hit the mark with the standard wheelbase Denali. I think it looks purposeful. Now this is a vehicle you can take camping and it looks perfect outside of a fancy restaurant or just being a workhorse, which it can do both of really well and really comfortably. So if you're interested in one of these, make sure to check them out at GMC, Buick, and Chevrolet of Attleboro.